Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you my actual methodology, and I'm going to be explaining throughout what I'm doing, and you're going to see my notes, and you're going to see a lot of different attacks that I believe is going to be incredibly useful to you, especially if you're on your way to do the OSCP. So sit back, relax. I hope you learned something useful, and please enjoy the video. Hello and welcome everyone. So we're going to be doing a room called Soup the Cone on TryHackMe. It is a free room, so everyone can do it. And we have just started the machine right here. If you haven't, just simply hit start right here. And we cannot yet ping it because we haven't set up our VPN to be able to reach these machines, right? So to do so, you simply just click here, you right click and open manage account. And then you come to the bottom of the manage account right here. And then we can set up the open VPN, okay? So to do so, we will set up the VPN like so. Download our configuration file. For room, download configuration file like so. And it gives us a EU Central. So we can open up a new tab, Control-Shift-T, like so. And then we can see into our home folder in our downloads, like so. And then we can simply type OpenVPN, EU Central, like so. And if you see initialization sequence completed like so, that's a great sign, means that we are connected. We can try pinging the IP again, and we can see that now we can reach this IP, right? So that is absolutely amazing. So let me just open up my notes so that I have that. And we can either go with a fancy one-liner like so, or we can make it very simple, okay? We can simply just do nmap verbose, all ports, -sv, and then -sc, like so. And then pn. And then let's just, we could either make an environment variable, like target, or we can simply just specify the IP as well. This is probably simpler to start out with. And then we can output this into nmap.log, like so. Let me just change the IP like so. And we can immediately see, so all this is doing is that it's scanning all of the ports on the on this machine. So generally when you're doing a machine, right, you're just trying to get access to it. So we have the IP address of this machine, and we want to enumerate everything that we can about this target, right? It gives us some, this particular room gives us some hints right here with like SMB and Kerberos, right? So I'm thinking this is most likely Active Directory. But that doesn't really matter because the methodology remains the same. Okay, so we're just scanning all of the ports on this IP because we want to see what you have available. And over time, you will start to recognize what this port means, right? So I know that 139 is SMB, the same thing with 445, right? Both of these are SMB. This is RDP for Remote Desktop protocol for Windows, okay? And this is RPC. These are very common ports. This is DNS, this is LDAP, right? So I already know that this is the domain controller. If you don't know, you can just Google like port 3389, port 139, right, on Google. Or you can ask Google AI, stuff like that, and you will start to recognize these ports, okay? But once this nmap scan completes regardless, it will give us a few hints. So we're just gonna open up a new tab. And I would also like to show you that on this desktop right here, if you downloaded my specific Kali VM, you will see that we have some nodes called checklist.ctb. Okay, so this is a Cherrytree file. And we are currently doing an Active Directory machine. I know that because port 88 is open, that's Kerberos, and also ports like 636 or 389, these are LDAP, okay? But you learn it over time. So I'll click on the Active Directory machines right here. And right here is a checklist that I've made. I can hit Control Plus to zoom a bit. So all that you do is just that, obviously you won't necessarily know how to do all of this as you start out, right? But it will be super helpful nevertheless to just have a methodology, to have an overview of what you should actually focus on as you do machines, okay? So there's a different one. So this is to getting access to Active Directory, and let's say you land on a Windows machine, then this is a methodology, or checklist rather, that can be helpful to give you overview over what to do for Windows privilege escalation, okay? We also have one for standalone machines, right? So things you should be doing for initial access, scan all the TCP ports, check all the directories, and scan the root directory and also the directories you find after that. Check robots, sitemap, do fingerprinting, check for public exploits, etc., etc., etc. Right? And if you ever see any of these change in some videos, don't you worry. The most up-to-date will be in this VM, or at least in the WAP. But nevertheless, it's going to be incredibly helpful to just give an overview, right? So what we are doing right now is that we're scanning all of the TCP ports, okay? We're scanning all of the TCP ports with Nmap, and we can see that it's already done. And it's not necessarily going to be in the exact same order we do. It's just more so just to make sure that we haven't forgotten about something, okay? Because it can be very simple to forget about the simple thing. Let's say we've checked everything, but we forgot ASAP roasting, right? Or curb roasting. Then it's just nice to just do this, like, okay, we have done that. So now we know that. Now we can remember that. So, and Nmap also, with -sv, it will also tell you what typical service is associated with a specific port, right? So we can see right here it says curbrosec, it says domain, but this is DNS, right? It says MS RPC, right? Microsoft RPC, NetBIOS SSN, this is pretty much just SMB. Okay, password, this is something related to Kerberos. But yeah, you will learn this over time, but nevertheless, we have a output right here. Okay, so we know that this is a Active Directory domain controller, and this is a standalone machine. On the OSCP exam, it will be a Active Directory chain. We have Active Directory chain specifically made for practice of the exam, but this is very, very important nevertheless, because there's going to be a ton of overlap, and the more practice we get with Active Directory, the better we're going to do on the exam, right? So obviously, I have the OSCP, and I'm just creating these videos to help you get a methodology so that you can do the same. So, one of the first things that we can do is we just see what ports are open, right? So we see that there's no website, okay? That alone is interesting. We have RDP open, but there's nothing immediately to me that tells me that this is like obvious, right? We can see if it gives us any particular advice that's intended, and not necessarily. But yeah, perfect. So what we can do from this point of view is that we can use a tool called netexec, and we can check over SMB, and we can just see if we can do some similar things again. By the way, the reason why I create like a target environment variable is just so that I can do export target like so. And then if I do, let's say, ping target, it pings this IP again. And as you can see in my notes, typically I just have a target environment variable. That's just so that I can copy paste this. Like I do this for a new room. And then I just copy paste that Nmap scan, right? And I copy paste this, and I copy paste this. It's just so it's more convenient for me to copy paste my notes so that I don't have to manually change the IP each time, okay? So we can easily do like this as well, and it's basically going to work the same now, because we have created this variable, okay? So let me just not output, and we can see that it's scanning the right IP and it's going, okay? So, and just another thing as well, if we are making a new terminal, it's going to reset. You see that now it didn't scan any actual things. So we would have to basically do this for each new terminal that we open. So that's just a important gotcha to be aware of, right? So yeah, if we wanted to do different scans across different terminals, we would have to do it like that. But it can be very, very convenient, and that's typically how my workflow is. I just wanted to let you be aware of that. Yeah. And by the way, to close and change terminals like this, all I do is I do Control-D to split it, and then to close it rather, and then I do Control-Shift-D to split it like so, Control-D to split it. I can also do it sideways, Control-Shift-R, and then I can do whatever here, and then I can do Control-D once again, okay? It's very convenient. Then I Control-Shift-T for another terminal, Control-D to close that. Then you could do Alt-1, Alt-2, Alt-3, etc. And if you find this video useful, then you're absolutely gonna love this. We have a massive, free-to-try, 25-hour plus OSCP course that you can see that people are just absolutely loving. That inside gives you all of the resources that you need to crush the OSCP. We have a massive roadmap that literally covers everything. We cover initial access, privilege escalation, Windows and Linux. We cover Active Directory. We cover post-exploitation. We cover lateral movement. We cover pivoting, tunneling. We cover the exam. We cover the reporting. We cover all of the attacks that you need and all of the techniques that you need for OSCP. We also cover all the rooms that you need to do, and all of the rooms is linked inside. We cover Active Directory chains as well, and we literally cover everything. And you will instantly get all of these resources once you join. So click the link down below, try it completely for free. I'll see you inside.